Nested in the woods of upstate New York lies a unique racetrack. Its 2,200 foot straight doubles as a private runway. And today, I'm trying to land my plane on it.
The challenge is really everything around it. High trees on both ends, an uphill slope, and only one safe direction to land.
And weather was about to make things harder.
The wind has to be right, visibility has to be right.
I waited 5 years to make this happen, and this is my shot.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh my God.
It's right here.
So let's go try to land on a racetrack. This is no ordinary racetrack.
It's also a private airport. It's even featured in the VFR charts as mountaintop airports.
But for me to land here safely, a few things needed to line up. First, it couldn't be too hot. The track sits nearly 2,000 feet above sea level, and cooler temperatures will equal better performance to clear the trees. Second, it had to be early. The track hosts racing almost daily, and activities can start as early as 8 a.m. And lastly, the winds needed to stay light and out of the south. Below the tree line, the air is mostly still, but once above the trees, strong winds from the wrong direction could hurt my performance right when I need it most. And when you mix cold temperatures, light winds, and an early morning, there's something else you have to worry about.
So we may have a little bit of a problem here. There's a lot of moisture in the air still. It's really early in the morning, so the sun wasn't even able to burn it off at this point.
The fog probably needed another hour to lift, but time wasn't a luxury we had.
We have to get to the racetrack and then depart before the activities start, before the races start.
But there was hope. Oneonta Airport, the closest to the racetrack, was surprisingly reporting clear skies and great visibility, so we decided to land and make it our staging area.
Ooh, what a butter!
We had been told not to arrive at the track before 7:30, so we used the wait to go over the plan one last time. To me, short runways with obstacles make for the hardest approaches, especially at a place I've never landed before. What I'm using here is a feature of Force Flight, which is a 3D view. You can select a runway, such as runway 6 that I'm going to land today, and it gives you a really nice side picture of what to expect on approach. There's like high trees at the end of the runway just before the threshold, and it is an uphill straight. I'll have to stay low over the trees, then sleep the airplane to lose altitude and touch down quickly, without wasting too much of the already short runway. The day before, I'd gone out to my airport to practice short field takeoffs and landings, just to make sure I was sharp for today. We're gonna do a low approach first, so we kind of get a feel for it, see what it's looking like, and then we'll come back around and land. Oneonta is where I first met the owner of the racetrack 5 years ago, and ever since then, landing at his private runway had been on my bucket list. But it took a while for the stars to align, and for me to feel ready. It was now 7:15, and I sent him a text to see if the track was clear for us to come in.
Oneonta traffic, Grumman Tiger 716 at Grumman is departing runway 24. Left turn out to the east, Oneonta.
The first challenge was finding the racetrack. I'm usually good at spotting airports from a distance, but this was different.
I'm seeing like an opening over there. I don't know if that's the...
There? Like after the clouds here?
Maybe.
We were too close not to be seeing it.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh my God.
It's right here. Mountaintop Airport, Grumman Tiger is now over the field, maneuvering to enter a left downwind for runway 6, Mountaintop.
The owner was on the radio acting like a one-man control tower.
Copy that. Report left downwind 06.
We'll report left downwind 06. This is so cool. And the clouds are just to the west of it. Yeah, that's bad in altitude right here. There's a few antennas I need to watch out for. Okay, I see the straits. And Mountaintop Airport, Grumman Tiger is entering in left downwind for runway 6. Mountaintop.
So just Mountaintop.
I'll keep my speed up for the slow pass.
Inside of me, it's like, oh, it's nice, but I'm afraid. But it's nice.
500.
Watching for the tower over there. Okay, I see it. I see it. Does look like a runway.
That gave me a much better sense of the approach angle, the side picture, and just how short the straight really was. Now, it was time to commit.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Time to land on a racetrack.
Hey, mountaintop traffic, Grumman Tiger left down for runway 6. We're gonna land this time.
Clear to land 06.
I'm gonna give myself a little more space now here.
We made it.
We made it!
Nice landing.
After 5 years in the making, this moment deserved a proper finish.
Just make a U-turn and park in front of the Jersey barrier on the runway.
So we just landed on a racetrack, probably the only racetrack in America that's also an airport. I met the owner of this place 5 years ago, the first time we came to Oneonta. Ever since, coming here had been a dream of mine. The stars never really aligned, but today things actually worked out. So we're really glad that we were able to come. And I guess now we'll just explore the place a little bit. By the time we landed, the track was just starting to wake up. The New York safety track is primarily a racetrack, and a pretty unique one at that. Riders and drivers can rent the facility, bring their motorhomes, stay overnight, and wake up ready to race. And while this place doubles as a private airport, planes aren't exactly a common sight here. The track does welcome pilots to fly in for the day, watch the races, hang out, and then fly home afterward. But there are a couple of important things to keep in mind. First, you absolutely need permission from the owner before attempting to land here. You can find their info on their website, your favorite airport database, or even ForeFlight. And second, be extra mindful of density, altitude, and performance. There's only one takeoff direction, and those high trees on approach will not be obstacles on your climb. You need your best performance, so depending on what you fly, a hot summer afternoon may not be your best bet. Speaking of leaving, by the sounds of things, it was probably time for us to do just that. The second half of the battle. Taking off from here requires taxiing uphill to the north end of the strait and then accelerating downhill. This will be my first takeoff from a place with such a dramatic slope change. The good news is the downhill slope helps you accelerate faster. The bad news is the trees get progressively taller as you go. At the time, using the weather reported nearby in Oneonta, I estimated the density altitude to be around 2,200 feet.
So it's gonna be a steep climb, at least up to 200 feet or so we can clear the trees on the other side. It should be interesting. You love flying with me, don't you? I'll try to use as much rhythm as I can. This is a turn, so I'll go really up to the apex here. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's gonna be a steeper climb, okay?
Okay.
That was awesome.
Okay, we are alive. We are alive.
How did you like that?
I love it. That's the problem.
All right. My mouth was a little dry. Mountaintop traffic. Grumman Tiger is departing the area to the south. Thanks for having us. I'll see you next time. Does the fact that we just landed on a racetrack make this plane a race plane? A race tiger?
Maybe.
So if it was a race plane, what kind of paint job would we have? I mean, let's start with the number. What number?
The year you got your license.
2019. Okay, number 19. Then maybe some checkered flag details on the fuselage, like a race paint scheme. Yeah, I think it would look really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll never know.